Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. For today's video, I'm about to analyze again a quick game here on chess.com that I played recently, like one day before. Against an international master. He's quite good, by the way. I just gained some milo from him. Yes, our games. I mean, my games against him is like, where is the score? Just a moment. So here, where is the games? Where is the games? It has to be here, but I can't see them somehow. Statistic, no. Well, anyway, I'm beating that international. I'm winning. I'm winning against him. I'm 2 points ahead, but he's quite good. He's not bad. Of the official rating, see, very strong standard rating. He's a strong player, so I was wondering where's the other game. Hold on, because now, there it is. Now I found the other one. Very nice. This is how you find this from here. Yes, we're going to analyze that game. So let's see the accuracy here according to the computer. Wow, quite good from my opponent. My opening was quite bad. Yes, it was. I wasn't like seriously the opening. I just tried some knight f3 g3 as usually. I'm playing on online chess. I use it as a repertoire. I have my reasons why I'm doing that. Knight b d2, for example, probably c4 is the main line here, but I have a different repertoire. Yes, I know c4 is the main line, but I'm doing this on purpose, and I will explain on another video why maybe I'm doing this on online chess. So yeah, bishop e6, he's playing very good. e4, which is, I don't think it's the main move. Probably c4 again, it's the main idea. c4, probably d4, the most of the lines. And usually you want to play 3, but here you have the knight and the queen takes the pawn, so you have to move the knight like let's say something random. I think now we can play 3 with the main idea to take in the center, try to play with b4, a3, finish the development, like plans like that, rook e1. There's a lot of plans here, but yes, this is another line, but I'm going for my stuff. d4, knight c4, b5, very nice for my opponent. He's have the edge here, a3, and I play c3. I just try to make some squares for my knight in for the future, and somehow improve my position, because my pieces are out of squares, so it's very bad when it's happening and you don't have somehow good to put your pieces. I mean a good square, and you need all of the time squares for your pieces. So bishop d6, it was inaccuracy according to the computer. g5 is the best move. You'll try to play h5 and play aggressively probably. Yes, it's an idea, but it looks like more logical. You finish your development slowly. Take, knight d2, again a mistake, I don't know what it was right here. Knight h4, oh, and g5, knight f5 probably, and there is okay, and this is okay. Okay, I mean, yes, but there is even this, knight f5 again. You give that pawn? No, you can't give that, because you are activate that beast. That bishop is a beast later. Probably castle, knight d6, queen d6, and we have a position which is preferable for black, so not a big deal. But yeah, I just played knight d2. My idea was to go for f4, knight e7, f4, as if I go aggressively. Knight c2. What is the point of knight c2? Put out the knight of that square and try to improve and hold the last square probably later for knight b4. I don't want to face that, and we can play probably go for the attack and huddle from some squares from here. Castle f5, g5. Yes, I'm going for the attack obviously. And yeah, now this is where I'm trade that, unfortunately. And knight f3. Our plan now is to play g5 probably, h4, g6, which is quite hard because there is 1, 2, 3 pieces who support that. But later I'm gonna go e3, probably bring my queen from here, bishop d2, finish with that development, queen c7. It's quite understandable that we want to exchange here the queens, and you go to the endgame. Where is your bishop? It's a beast here. You will have a bishop here, which is gonna control all of that squares, and my bishop will be very passive, and black will be better, just much better. Like very simple. Black will be better. I confused my words for a moment. Rook f2, so the reason is I want to stop you. No queen c2. And queen a5. Probably I don't get that why. It's hard to understand. You will never take that risk to take here because you're pin your queen. But yeah, okay, g5. And now the opponent says, you know what, I'm gonna pin your knight, so I'm gonna cause you some problems. But at the same time, you also let that square, that diagonal. So this is why I play a3, because if you do a mistake to do something like that, there we are. We give in a check and take the piece. I'm not gonna take the piece immediately, so because you have this, but check first. Here and now this, so you can play something random here. This is why he played bishop d6, he see the threat of the queen b3. And let's say before, which was fine. Yes, it's a bad move because you are leaving a squares here. And it's a bad idea, generally speaking, to leaving squares like that. This is a hole here. A weakness. Better was like here, here, and bishop h6 finish with the development, something like that. Probably we move the bishop and bring the rook to the attack, and white is much better. So before, okay. And now my opponent say, you know what, we're going to exchange the queens and we will play an endgame, because he thought probably I'm not gonna exchange the queens, but I'm not afraid you. So sorry, I'm gonna exchange the queens and I'm gonna win the endgame, because now my plan is to improve my knight, bring my bishop to the game, probably play some kind of bishop h3, rook g2, king f2, rook g1, rook g1, and you have very big problems here. And yeah, now this is a mistake, I believe, because knight c4 you're threatening the bishop, and at the same time you trap that rook into a pathetic position, which is like you're playing without piece now. This is why I'm playing bishop f1. It's make a lot of sense. We handle the square, but what was the right move? It's a mistake. Knight b2. No. Knight b2, I don't like that. No. White to left him like to go like that. I don't like that move, no. I can't understand that move, so sorry. I can't explain, I'm not sure. I believe bishop f1 it's better because we're trapping the rook here. Just by according to the computer, I'm just gonna say what I think about that position. The point of that move is to trap the rook into a pathetic position, and you're planning to finish your development, probably go rook g2, rook a2, and you have very good position for white here. And you see my opponent did a bad mistake. Obviously I play bishop d2, I'm gonna finish my development. And bishop h6, now we're threatening the bishop, the rook. And my plan is to bring my pieces to the attack at some point, and you have very pathetic position for your king here. It's very dangerous now for black. So let me here close the analyze, check, yeah. Rook g3, the point is to go like that, but it's a bad move according to the computer. Yes, but it's the best move, so very weird. Yes, I mean that analysis it's weird anyway. Rook g3, I have a plan to go here. Yes, rook d7, I don't get it, I don't know which was the best move. Knight e7 to bring your knight for the defense, but what if a rook a2? Knight g8, he's threatening the bishop. And I can't go here, because there is rook b1, and here, what is this? Rook f8, oh. Yes. Yes, it was a harder move, but he didn't find that, so now you're in a very bad shape because my threat is clear to checkmate you. And you have to give your piece in order to survive. So here, yes, he just gives the piece, and now I will just start to play fast because I'm running out of time. Also my connection was bad again, so I just play very fast here to don't lose on time. I will just try to find something here. Yeah, I don't know. Here I mean, also there is a check, but anyway. King h3, just go out of the formula check. Here, take, here, and here I'm saying, okay, we're gonna exchange the pieces, I'm gonna take your pawns. Other than that, if you're moving your bishop somewhere else, I'm gonna stop your pawns with my pieces. And this is how it happened. Here, check, takes, and now my opponent says, you know what, you're gonna give this, and we're probably gonna end it some kind of draw. But I say no, knight b2, I'm gonna block you. Yes, I know I have time pressure, but I don't care. I'm gonna win my winning position. Knight d1, the plan is simple. We're gonna bring the bishop here, the king here probably. Bishop, yeah, king d3. Yeah, I mean my opponent here was just trying to flag me, but anyway, here I was just trying to move fast because my time, I'm very slow actually. Taking my opponent lost on time finally. And yes, here we see a very bad opening from me. I don't take the opening seriously the most of the times on that side. I just try to play something new, which is the best idea. We can have like just much better opening with c4, as if we see before, more usually like more common lines, but also I'm trying to confuse my opponent, since I'm say to my opponent, let's play chess, forget the theory, and we're gonna play that game. So yeah, very nice from my opponent in the opening. He's played very strong. He lost that somewhere in the middle game. I think the critical point was that knight before, which was clearly very bad move. Better was like king h8 for some reason according to the engine. But yes, there's also rook c7, knight f3, let's say, king h8, and let's try from not c5 actually, there's knight g8, and then h4, there's bishop h5. Yes, I mean it can become very weird. And now c e7. And now you can see the power of that rook on the file. We don't have an attack here, all the pieces support the king side, and black it's much better. So yeah, probably some kind of bishop d2 it's good. Like a5, let's say, rook c1 I suppose. No, it's a bad, bishop a2. Let's say king h1, b4. I wanna try this at some point, but there's b3, so knight e1, let's say, a4. I guess our main plan is to attack here. Here you're gonna play h3, h5, and Yes, we don't have the quick attack here. It's not easy because the harmony of the pieces are so bad here, so we're gonna play something like that, probably rook g1, bishop g4. I mean, why not rook g1? Yes, there's a complicated position where even the agents try to change the evaluation. But yes, let's say something random, not the first choice. Let's say, what let's say? Something very bad, knight c8. This? No. And we're trying to go for the attack now. If you manage to break that kind of position, it's very difficult for black. Let's say now this. I could probably even try to bring my queen from e2, or I'm so wrong to play like that. Let's say standard move, no move the pawn here, and if you play one inaccuracy you can see how strong that attack can become. You have to play, I mean, all the first moves of the engine to find a good resistance move here, so those structures from King Indian attack, generally speaking, give you good chances for the attack in the game, and it's not the easiest defense move for black to figure it out in those structures, but you can play. So that was the video for today. Thanks to everyone that he just watching to my video, and I will try to bring some more new chess content, like tactics probably for the future, make like some video for special games where I play against computers. Yes, programs, very strong programs, but I will see. Slowly I will try to improve my content on my channel, and thank you very much everyone that you watched my video.